Hi, Dawn Barr here with HomeSmart Real Estate in the Mesa Gilbert area. Today I wanted to chat with you about some new home communities that I visited in Santan Valley. There are lots of different options and some great communities out there. So I just thought I would share some information on a few of those that I visited. Now, if you're a consumer or a buyer looking for a new home, you can walk into the new home communities, the model homes, without a real estate agent. But just keep in mind, and granted, there are some great new home salespeople, but they are working for the builder. They're representing the builder. When you walk in, you have no representation. And there are lots of different things that can happen throughout that process of buying a new home. And there are questions. In fact, I have 16 questions that you should be asking a builder when you walk through that door. And just know that you're not going to probably get a better deal if you just walk in without a real estate agent. So keep that in mind, and just remember that real estate agents that have sold new homes, they're familiar with the process and really can work to your benefit. So let's get started. Again, I went out to Santan Valley, and I actually had went out there before I took the buyer that I was working with because I wanted to do some of the legwork, because it can be very overwhelming just to say, let's go out to Santan Valley and look at new homes, because each community offers something different HOAs, different build times, different incentives. And it's really important to find the one that's going to meet your needs. So let's talk about the ones that I visited first. Out in Santan Valley, and we're going to look at the map here, Meritage is building a few different communities out there, and they had Santan Grove by Meritage, Foothills at Santan Ridge by Meritage, and Bella Vista Farms by Meritage. Now, I did not put on the map, there's also an Archer Farms, and only because there's not much left there, and that was one that my buyer wasn't considering. I also, and the buyer, visited Ovation at Meridian, and another one was Magnolia Grove by DR Horton. Again, there are other builders out there, but these are the ones that I visited and got more information on. Okay, let's talk about Ovation at Meridian by Taylor Morrison. This community is a 55 plus community. They are building brand new homes. And what's nice is there are some inventory homes, but most of the homes available are what you would build from ground up. Those will take a minimum of 12 months. Now, I caution you because I would plan for at least 12 months because of what's going on with supplies right now. But the HOA is $215 a month. Home prices start out at $444,000. There is a 14,000 square foot activity center, a heated pool. There's pickleball, tennis, bocce ball, and homes range in size from almost 1,500 square feet to almost 2,500 square feet. So they have quite a few homes to choose from. And again, I'm just touching on the highlights. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you would like to know more information on this community and know what's available. And now we're going to talk about Bella Vista Farms by Meritage. Now, Meritage is not Meritage, I've heard it both ways. We'll say Meritage today. Meritage is not the only builder in Bella Vista. There are going to be more than one builder, but again, I just found out more information on Meritage, and it really seemed like they were the ones that had homes available to choose from, and they are saying that homes may be done as soon as October to be available. The HOAs are $95 a month. They are going to have a community pool and community center. Home prices start out at $459,000. And right now there's two series. They range in almost 1,600 square feet to almost 2,000 square feet. And then the other series is 1,300 square feet to a little over 2,500 square feet. So they really had some great options. They are pre-selling those homes at Archer Farms. And again, there were incentives, there was a lot more information obviously that I gathered, and I'm happy to talk to you about that if you would like more information. The other community we went and visited was Magnolia Grove by D.R. Horton. Their HOA fee is $103 a month. The community is gated. It's a smaller community of under 300 homes. You could walk in there and get a home as soon as July, and their home prices start out at $454,000. Now, what I liked about this community, with the homes being done sooner than later, you could actually, that $454,000, they start out at that, but they've already picked the packages for you, so you don't have to worry about going in and going, oh, what is the average amount of incentives that we have to pay? Those are the prices. So I really like that. They were pretty competitive with prices and what you got. And those homes ranged in size from 1,600 square feet to a little over 3,200 square feet. Now, Meritage at Bella Vista was very similar, that their prices included everything. They already had them priced out. Whereas we're going to talk next about Calestoga at Promenade by Fulton Homes. Those homes were almost all of their homes available. They did have a few inventory homes, but most of the homes available you are going to have to build ground up. You will have to go to the design center, which some people would rather do. But she said that you, the new home sales gal, you had to figure at least 10% of on average for upgrades. So you would see the price, but then you have to figure at least 10% more for upgrades that you're going to pick out. And those homes start out at $456,000. The HOA fees in Promenade are $144 a month, and that includes trash. There is a community pool. And one thing about the Fulton home community is there is a higher amount that is required down at contract signing, and that's 4% of the purchase price. So that can be a big chunk of money down. There were some others that were $1,000 and $2,500. So just keep that in mind. That is an important question to ask too. So again, I just wanted to touch on some of the highlights on the new communities that I visited, but there is so many more questions and concerns that you need to have when visiting new home communities. And don't hesitate to ask a realtor. You can ask myself. I am happy to represent you, but it is important to know you have to have your realtor with you when you go to these new home communities, because they will not pay us if we're not there on your first visit. So again, if you are interested in any new homes, call me today at 602-418-4412. And if you're interested in what kind of questions you should be asking the builder, look way down below in the description, and there is a link of a website you can go to request those questions. Thank you for listening.